Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun to ride and sing in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun to ride and sing in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun to ride and sing in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. So delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, kiss goodnight. How I hate going out in the storm, but if you really, oh really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. When we kiss goodnight, kiss goodnight. How I hate going out in the storm, but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Now the fire is slowly dying, but my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. goodnight. Kiss goodnight. How I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire's slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city, in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of streetlights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids rush. This is Santa's big day, and above all this bustle you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city, in the city. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Very soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of streetlights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids rush. This is Santa's big day, and above all this bustle you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city, in the city. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Very soon it will be Christmas Day. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing. Very soon it will be Christmas Day. Silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city, in the city. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose, and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he...
Good, totally terrific, twisted, tie-dye, chirpy, tinsel-fied taco Toke and Tuesday, everybody. What up, Man-Bear?
Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. You're good.
Okay. Cheers, everybody. How's everybody's Tuesday morning going? I'm super laggy, I think. Maybe not. Good morning, my most beautiful Amber. How are you, dear? I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful morning.
Happy Tuesday, Debbie Rose. What's going on?
What is up, Ma? How are you, dear? I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Good morning, Heather Richards. What's up? Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday.
Good morning. Nikki, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning.
Good morning, Bill. How are you doing, man? Absolutely.
Good morning, Vicki. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, CJ. Happy Tuesday.
Good morning, Crystal. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Candy Monkeys. What is up?
What is up, Mindy? Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful morning.
What's up, Brad? How is it going this morning?
What is up, Christina? How are you this morning? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
What's up, Ashley Stevens? How are you doing Tuesday?
The Cove does not have any sort of like stickers or merch or anything like that, but I'm working on it's in the plans. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's get baked, you guys.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. The baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. 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 You say I took the name in vain. I don't even know the name. But if I did, well, really, what's it to you? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter which you heard, the holy or the broken. Hallelujah. 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 I did my best. It wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Good morning, Magic. How are you, man? Good morning, Cornbread. Good morning, Kay. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Good morning, Steven. How are you, man? It's in the works. Hopefully, first of the year, I'm going to start pushing out all that shit. So, word, absolutely. I can reach out to you, or you can reach out to my personal Garrett Gainer account. Either way, so it works either way, Cornbread. Morning update for December fucking 17th, Tuesday morning. It is totally terrific. Twist Titty Tie Dye Inspired Turkey Taco Taco Tuesday. 9 p.m. Eastern time. Please make sure that you are following this Sir Cough Slot page. Much love, Kelsey. Thank you for letting us use your page as always, brother. Nikki has the Stoner Roulette trophy. That's crazy. She kicks ass at that game for some reason. Got some Guardians of Unity. 4 of our Guardians are on somewhere else. And so, absolutely, I can do that. Cheers, everybody.
You're the one who can't breathe, not me. What are you talking about? Breathing is for the weak. I don't like the air. The air doesn't help. It helps a little. Ooh, that second one hit me.
Oh, no worries at all, Bill. Yeah, and then Token Tuesday tonight, we're down to like 65 songs in our list.
And I don't care what anyone says, the songs are amazing. It's got to be less than that by now.
We were at 70. We went through 15 songs. Oh, wait, 55, 50 something. I don't fucking know.
Dude, no, because, yeah, the last time we went through. Yeah, we've got to be like around 50.
We're right? At 50. Yeah, we're at 50. My dumbass can't math this morning, which you guys should know.
No, it's okay. I just mean, all the songs have been really good. And, like, I'm a picky music guy, but I like all your guys' music, man. Like, I'm just saying.
Nikki, you're getting up there to be one of the more winning-erest Stoner Roulette players for sure, especially in the last 6 weeks, I would say, if not more. You've dominated. Good morning, Giggler. How are you, man?
What's up, Giggler?
We are 6 minutes out. If you have not got your reading Stoner word in, please do. I didn't even catch my typo until Ma said something, and I was like, oh, fuck. So Amber don't mind me. Deb Stone, Ma again, Heather with, Nikki My, Vicki only, and CJ, friends, sorry. Oh yes, the winneriest. Yeah,
Winneriest?
winneriest.
I think it's actually winnest. No.
I think it's probably wrong somewhere, shape or form somewhere.
Winning
Other
is
than that, it's been a dope ass Tuesday morning. I'm glad everything went well with Mindy. It seemed like obviously there was some fuckery like there normally is, but it seemed like it went well, and you were home pretty quickly, so that's good.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Nope. There it is.
Yeah, no, I've had a couple of surgeries in my life. Actually, I think I've only had 3 surgeries my entire life, and it's always a different experience depending on which hospital you're at and whether your doctors and nurses and anesthesiologists are in a good mood. I was lucky when I had knee surgery that I had very uplifting, happy people at the hospital I was in. So it made it like uplifting and happy and weird. Because like, yeah, I don't know, you're just like going to get surgery. I was like, how are you doing? I'm like, we're about to cut me open. What do you mean? How am I doing?
Right. Yeah.
4 minutes out.
4 minutes out, everybody. I got everybody getting stoned word, I believe. Let's see. There it
That
is.
damn pen's doing you good, eh?
I love the preheat function on it. It works so well.
Yeah. Doesn't cost. You got something like that on his Yokan too, his 60-second freaking
yeah, he's got a different kind of warrant
Yeah.
timers and stuff like that, so that's kind of dope. Yeah, I don't know. It's Echo.
Echo? Is it me?
I think so.
Okay, hang on a second.
All right.
I'll do that.
3 minutes out, everybody. If you have not, better start packing up, rolling up, grinding up, heating up, warming up, coffeeing up, waking up, because it's fucking Tuesday morning. That's great.
How's that sound?
How's that sound?
That
No, I
sounds
still
better.
hear an echo. It's just the echo's me echoing you. Ha!
So it wasn't
No.
even me?
No, there was, but now it's good. It's gone now.
Okay.
Wait. Test.
Hello?
This is so weird. No, you're good. Don't leave, man. There.
I was checking something. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
3 minutes out.
Probably closer to 2.
Probably. We're pretty bad at time. Oh, there we go. Yep.
2 minutes out. Vikings kicked ass last night. Let's go.
Let's go. Canucks won. Yeah. Woo. Beat Colorado. I'm just saying, after I lost to Boston, I'm pretty excited about us beating Colorado. That's a good win. Yep. Absolutely.
I'll say it. Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer.
None of the pages. I can't demonetize shit that ain't monetized. That ain't sucking easy.
This year's been a horrible year for cancer. I'll tell you that right now.
I was watching a very interesting video on like the history of swear words. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I love that Indian guy who comes on and he's like, fuck is the most interesting word in the English language. It's so versatile. And he tells you all the different uses of the word fuck. And I'm like,
Do you
yes.
know what swear word every other country uses more, like the most, and like we don't use it? It's like one of like the cardinal sin swear words.
What?
The C word.
Oh yeah. The
like unless you, yeah, yep. Final countdown. But yeah, like if you want to lose an argument real quick, just use that word.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's just very interesting that how like they were saying like Australia, that's like a greeting. Like they'll be like, "What up, you C word?
Good day, catch you next Tuesday. How's it going?"
Yeah, for real. It's like, wait, what did you just say?
Yeah. You're like, oh, that's normal here. I'm like, you can't say that here, man.
Yeah,
You're
don't
like,
fucking say that word here, bro.
Yeah.
It's the final countdown. Do.
Also, do you believe in the thing called love? I don't know why I accumulate those songs together for some reason. The darkness. That's what I'm thinking. The band, not the darkness of the. Oh.
420, everybody.
Hot Pockets.
Smoke weed every day.
Cheers, everybody.
That's one way to stay warm.
Just stay strong, Crystal, and just keep in touch with her. And, I mean, if you fucking think something weird going on, call it goddamn law. That's what we pay our taxes for. I mean, I know that not all cops are fucking meh. But I'm just saying. I am all for. I will. What is it we got going on for their Tuesday? I finished working on some Toke doing shit. Finished working on some Guardians of Unity stuff. Work outside a little bit before it snows. Man-Bear, what do you got today?
Afternoon show, token tunes. The weather's been all right. I'm gonna make some amazing reels today, as usual. Yeah, the normal Tuesday. I love Tuesdays, man. But
yeah, for real. Amber knows the area. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't got a whole lot. It's been a pretty damn good morning. I was up early this morning, and
how's the puppers doing?
She's good. We were playing a little bit ago. She's passed out now.
Nice. What's your temperature like today?
21 degrees.
Yeah, we're probably like 25. We're not too bad. It's gonna hit freaking pretty. Actually, it's gonna probably drop to like -20 Fahrenheit soon here this week. We're about to get. The only reason why we haven't been getting a cold snap is the storms hitting the west coast are actually preventing the cold weather from coming up north as quickly as they're supposed to. So sorry about the storms down south, but you're helping us out here. Oh, yeah, we have a lot of good, really amateur weather people around here. Actually, the one guy, interior weather, and that he's got his own weather equipment, but man, is he accurate. Just this guy who's one of our volunteer firefighters, and he lives up north from us. And man, if he does weather, he's predictive. He'll be like, it's gonna snow in like 40 minutes. All of a sudden, 40 minutes later, it'll start snowing. He just got really good, accurate, equipment, right?
In a faking hole. Don't do that, Christina. See, I don't know. The weather forecast is obviously important, but I feel like it's all kind of hot shot. So I want like a genuine ass weather like person. Like I want a real, like somebody who's like not like all fake. Like I don't want like a Max Headroom weather person, even though Max Headroom was kind of funny.
Yeah. No, the one weather guy I like who keeps sneaking in the Dr. Dre lyrics into his weather reports. He's like, you think they'll let me sneak lyrics in? And then he's like straight over to Compton, and like he was singing Still Dre like throughout his weather report. I was like, okay, that's just awesome. And he did next episode too. And he actually posts about, hey, what's a good suggestion for me to try to sneak in another song? Yeah. It's dope how he does it, because that's not easy. He's talking about like to actually sneak a Dr. Dre song into your weather report without like, missing.
Right, like keep everything flowing still. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, it's pretty good. He does it pretty good.
All right, we'll do our morning weather, and then we'll just stay in history, everybody.
I gotta grab coffee quick, bro.
All right. Cheers, everybody. This is our current radar. Here we go.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling.
You will get a sentimental feeling. Sentimental feeling. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling. Sentimental feeling. Sentimental feeling. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the hall Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling. Sentimental feeling. Sentimental feeling. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling. Sentimental feeling. Sentimental feeling. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Yes, yeah, this is weather. We'll look at our like future 48 next. Let's do that. Oh.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, but do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. It glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. It glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Whoa, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. It glows. It glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Ooh. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, reindeer had a very shiny nose, shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows, it glows. Rudolph, you're the brightest star we've ever known.
All right, we'll play one more song. We'll look at our future hour. All right, we'll go with... Cheers, everybody.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from my heart. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad.
All right, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday morning. All right, we've got this day in history coming up with one and only Vicki Bowers. December fucking 17th. That's crazy. Hey, good morning, Erica. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning. We're just about to start our this day in history.
Oof.
Echo?
Me, man?
I don't know. No? This sounds. All right, here we go, everybody.
Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for December 17th. December 17th is the 351st day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 352nd in leap years, with 14 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is ta-ta. It may also be spelled as ta-ta. Ta-ta is an interjection or expression meaning goodbye. a familiar salutation in parting. And by familiar, this is a term you would use with people with whom you are familiar, not in a more formal situation. Heads of state probably don't say ta-ta when they take leave of a formal event, for example. Best I can tell, ta-ta was first seen in the 1820s and most likely comes to us from baby talk. Exploration of the word ta-ta was requested by YouTube viewer Lynn Creamer. Thanks, Lynn. And if you have a word you'd like us to look into, drop it in the comments. We'll add it to the list. And with that, Admiral James O. Richardson was the Commander-in-Chief of the United States Fleet when he expressed concerns that while advanced bases like Guam and Hawaii were necessary, he felt that funding and work to prepare those bases for wartime use had been woefully deficient. He had some other concerns too, but he was particularly concerned that the Pacific Fleet would be a logical first target in the event of war with Japan. Apparently, people higher up the chain didn't like what he had to say. There's an old saying that the squeaky wheel gets the oil, but in this case, the squeaky wheel didn't get the oil, it got changed. It got replaced. Admiral Richardson was replaced by Navy 4-star Admiral Husband Edward Kimmel. Interesting name, Husband, isn't it? Apparently, Admiral Kimmel was a creature of habit, everything the same all the time, and this apparent utter predictability made him vulnerable. This extremely predictable behavior, this infectiousness, can lend itself to vulnerability, just as it may have done to Admiral Kimmel when the Japanese in fact did decide to attack Pearl Harbor, as Admiral Richardson had predicted they might. And so it is that on December 17, 1941, that being the man in charge when the attack happened, 4-star Admiral Husband Edward Kimmel was relieved of his command of the U.S. Pacific Fleet as part of a shakeup of officers in the wake of the Pearl Harbor disaster and knocked down to a 2-star Rear Admiral position. He retired the following year. Folks, shake things up once in a while. Be dependable, but not too predictable. On December 17, 1969, the United States Air Force Project Blue Book officially closed its study of UFOs. You know, there sure are some unusual and unexplainable things that happen in the skies. Lights in the sky, flying in unexplainable ways, and more. On the other hand, where are the believable, sensible explanations? Where's the proof? I don't know. Seems to me like maybe Project Blue Book was created not so much to see what could be discovered or explained, but more to debunk, explain away, and quell any talk of UFOs, but that's just my opinion. Whatever their goal and purpose, the program was officially ended on December 17, 1969. Michael Jackson was visiting Paul and Linda McCartney in the early 1980s, Paul mentoring and Michael soaking up the benefit of Paul's experience. It was during this visit that they wrote and recorded the song Say, 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 and it was released later on in 1983. It became Jackson's 7th top 10 hit in a year, his 6th number 1 single in the U.S. Released in October of that year, it sold over 1 million copies, qualifying it to be certified gold in December. It began its second week in the number 1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 on December 17, 1984, where it remained for a total of 6 weeks, rolling into January of 1984. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
Much love, Vicki Bowers. If you are not subscribed to her YouTube, please make sure that you are. Make sure that you are following This Day in History by Vicki Bowers. Great. Oh, This Day in History. Fucking Michael Jackson, like the 70s, 80s Michael Jackson. Shit.
Yeah, he was. His Bad album was pretty rocking. 1983, the year I was born. I'm pretty sure it was the Bad album. Yeah, I went to that Knott's Berry Farm, and you get that printout of stuff that happened the year you were born. You know, the only thing I can remember is the Michael Jackson one. But yeah, that was good. This Day in History. Yeah,
I love This Day in History. Thank you so much, Vicki Bowers. I hope you are feeling better. I
don't know what it is. I feel like I can't get enough coffee this morning. I'm on my third, fourth cup already. It doesn't help. My wife bought that really nice coffee creamer. Usually only get that stuff around Christmas time too. She likes that Southern butter pecan one. I'm like the caramel macchiato is pretty good for me.
Macchiato.
Yeah. I don't even know what it is. It's just a nice word. It could be anything. I'm drinking that macchiato.
There's got to be a weed strain called macchiato.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. There's like Chocolate and Chocolate Kush. Why wouldn't there be like, coffee strains, man?
Or like a mochaccino. I'd smoke a mochaccino.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh hell yeah.
All right, we're gonna end up looking at fucking wheat strains all show again, like we did that one afternoon. Oh man, I couldn't skip coffee. Okay. Oh, Christina, water, just water for sure. That's how I am when I get sick. Just fucking water, because it's not that bad coming back out of everything. It's the least worst in my opinion coming back out.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
When I was a severe alcoholic, I used to drink a lot of water because one, it keeps you hydrated and that helps, but two, it helps a lot when. Yeah. You don't feel so well.
I'm a hypocrite. I hate water, but I tell everybody to drink it, including my kids who do drink a lot of water, but I don't drink water. And I
don't drink shit for water except for what's in my coffee. But when I don't feel good and I'm sick, juice is cool, but I want fucking ice cold ass water because
I don't drink tap water.
Yourself to be hydrated.
I guess I should say I don't drink tap water. When we buy bottled water, I definitely do drink bottled water. Yeah.
So could you trick your mind with if you filled up bottles of water with tap water?
We do that. Honestly,
fuck yeah.
My kids do that. They'll drink the first one, the first bottled water, and then they'll just use the bottle for the next few days, and they'll just refill it instead of grabbing another one, which is pretty cool. Then I don't have water bottles sitting all over the house. Yeah, definitely. But our water is actually probably better than most water in town, to be honest. We have pretty decent water. I've never drank in water, really. Even when I was playing soccer, I probably drank more Gatorade and Powerade than freaking water. And you need to stay hydrated for soccer, man. Waking up with a soccer leg cramp, dude, man, you start freaking out because you think your leg's gonna explode.
Yeah, they're totally. Amber just sent me a screenshot. There totally is a macchiato and a cappuccino strain.
Nice. I would rock that shit.
Yeah, see, I do 7-Up or Sprite if I don't feel good-ish, but that's only just got a bubble gut.
Yeah, my grandma taught me that if you actually make the pop a little bit flat by stirring it with a metal spoon when you're sick too.
Hey, get some rest. We'll catch you this afternoon, Mindy. And I saw earlier you said you were gonna work on some shit. You just chill today, yo. You just had surgery yesterday.
Yeah, rest and relaxation. It's time for R&R now. Rest and recuperation.
Okay, so I'm guessing the macchiato is a cross between jet fuel and mochi gelato.
Ooh, I can see that. So going from the gelato to the food. Yeah, that's cool. Jet fuel.
Let's do another song, and then we'll do our morning speaker. We'll go with this one. I don't fucking
know. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul with a a corncob pipe and a button nose, and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. They say he was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old top hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. There must have been some magic in that old top hat they found. For when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Ooh, Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the Snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he said, let's run and we'll have some fun. Now before I melt away, Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way. But he waved goodbye, saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday. There must have been some magic in that old top hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. And though he's gone, his tale remains, a snowy friend so true. And every year we sing and cheer, Frosty, we remember you.
Fucking muted. All right, everybody. This morning we'll do a TED Talk, and this morning's TED Talk is John Muldoon. No clue. Never heard of him.
Thank you so much. Okay. Hi, everyone. Oh, God, you're like a bunch of high school kids in the morning. My name's John Muldoon. That was quite the intro, by the way. Thank you. I am the principal of the high school here on the Puxi campus of Shanghai American School. And I'll tell you, I'm a little nervous to be standing up here today. I've stood on the stage a lot this year, and I've talked with a lot of different people. But there's something about that like red dot back there on the ground that is intimidating. And part of what I'm going to talk about tonight is about being honest with yourself and other people. And so I figured, what better way to start than say that I'm a little nervous and be honest with you. Also, you laughed a lot during the last one, which I think makes the bar pretty high for me. So here's the thing. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, and there's a disclaimer here, in a very unscience-y way, okay, about the brain and about being very intentional about what you allow to take up space in your brain and the kind of course that you chart for yourself. And maybe part of why I'm nervous is I saw our school psychologist out here, and I'm sure, there he is, yeah. So I'm sure that the psychologist in the crowd is going to be very analytical with the advice I give all of you, so I hope none of it is malpractice. But, here's the thing. Our brains are supremely powerful organs.
Good morning, Kinley. Hope you're having a wonderful morning.
And we don't often think about how we're using them, right? I can pinpoint the first time I actually thought about how we use our brain. I was in 6th grade. So I was in 6th grade, and I'll be honest with you, my family was going through a really hard time, a really horrible time, actually. And we were spending a lot of time in the car. So my dad's driving, my mom's sitting next to him up front, my sister and my brother and I in the back, cramped. It's always a good recipe for something, right? And my father is compulsively listening to motivational tapes, right? Yeah, cassette tapes, right? Yeah, so he's listening to cassette tapes with all these people who are telling me and my family through the speakers of the car how great life is and how awesome we are and how everything is going to be amazing. It was like the worst, right? It was objectively the worst thing ever and totally not what I wanted to hear when I was going through some horrible things that I could not control. And I'll never forget, I remember this one in particular, this guy, I should ask my dad if he still has the tape. So this guy says that the key to happiness is to talk to yourself. But not just like talk to yourself, right? To say like really great things to yourself. He's like, you should wake up every day. And it sounded so ridiculous, I actually listened to it, right? He's like, you get up every day and you go to the mirror and you look at yourself and you're like, you look good. Today is going to be awesome, right? And he said if you do this all the time, you'll actually get little voices that develop in your head that say nice things to you all day long. And so here I am, I'm like 11 or 12 years old, and I'm like training your brain to get little voices that talk to you all day long. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure that's the mark of something not good, right?
Hey, good morning, Jeremy. I hope you're having a wonderful day, little dude.
I can't tell you how many fights we had about this as a family, mostly started by me, right? Like, why can't we just listen to the radio like a normal family? But I'll never forget it. Part of it is because we were going through what was probably the darkest chapter of my father's life. And he chose to listen to somebody tell him good things. It was a choice he made. I didn't understand that back then. So if you fast forward a little bit, I had just become an assistant principal in my life, right? So I guess we're fast forwarding a lot. I'm feeling pretty good. And I find out that my favorite teacher ever, my 6th grade social studies teacher, is retiring. So I'm like, I'm going to stop by and see him. That day I drove to the school. I didn't tell him I was coming. I just went. I don't know why I did. He was my favorite teacher. He helped me through so much in that same time period in my life when I went through so much. So I just walked. No one stopped me. It was amazing. I walked right down the hallway, right to his old classroom. He's still there like he always was. Right? I open the door and I go in. And he looks up at me and he goes, holy hell. Well, actually, that's not what he said. I can't tell you what he said on the stage, but he said something like that. And he comes over and he gives me this big hug. And he says, John Muldoon, I can't believe you're still alive. Right? And I'm like, are you confusing me with another John Muldoon? But he wasn't. And actually, the truth is that he was right. We talked a lot about it. He only knew me at that time period in my life. I'll tell you, I was so angry, right? And our parting thought he left me with. So he's not around anymore. It's a little sad to think about. But the parting thought that he left me with was how proud he was of seeing me and how happy I seemed. Because he said in over 35 years of teaching, he had never met an angrier kid than me. And it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of tragic that I remember him so fondly. And I think about, that's his memory of me. Of like all the anger. Anyways, the change didn't happen overnight for me. If you fast forward a little bit, or actually rewind from when I became an assistant principal. I was in ninth grade. I was in high school. Things were still not going well for me. I was actually angrier than I had been in sixth grade, which is saying something. I didn't have any friends. I mean, I was so isolated. My grades were awful. Like I am not ashamed to tell you, I was just about to fail out of high school by the middle of the year, of my freshman year. And I had this history teacher, another history teacher, that took an interest in me, right? It's probably my second favorite teacher. Maybe why I became a history teacher myself, actually. And he was like a Jedi, right? Like, I owe this man my life. He conducted what I can only call psychological warfare on me. He got me so angry that he tricked me into wanting to do well at school. I don't know how he did it. Like, I think about it now, I have no idea how it happened. But it did. And please do not underestimate the magnitude of this transformation. I was talking with my counselor about how I was not going to be coming back to school next year if I didn't turn things around, right? And all of a sudden I was getting all A's and B's. And I was being nicer to people. And I actually maybe was working my way towards making friends, right? Like actually, yeah, or whatever. The transformation was so severe, my father sat me down and he asked me if I was on drugs, right? Like, and that's pretty messed up when you think like, son, your grades have just gotten really good. And, it looks like maybe you have some friends now and you're not so miserable to be around. Are you on the drugs? Right? Like, that's actually how it went. But this rosy period of my life was not destined to last because, as I think everybody here knows, you really can't trick a halfway intelligent teenager into doing something they don't want to do for too long. And so by the end of the year, the gig was up, and I had this huge confrontation with this teacher, which, like, if we're being honest, was not smart on me to pick a verbal fight with a, Jedi psychological warfare mind master. But I left the year feeling so angry and deflated and confused. And thinking, though, is the key word. I left the year thinking, how did this happen? And I was thinking about it because I was so angry at myself, actually, that I had let him trick me. And so I didn't know it at the time, but I was in search of an epiphany. And I wish I could tell you that it happened and it was amazing and it was like this moment that changed everything right away and it was on top of a mountain and right. But it's not how it happened. I was at work at this horrible summer job. And it wasn't something that happened and changed my life right away. But I'm standing there, I'm at work, and this mom comes in with this little kid. And he's got one of those little Matchbox model cars, right? You know what I'm talking about? So he's got this little Matchbox car. And I hope you're ready for this. It was a model of my dad's old car. The same crazy sparkly gold paint with the weird white roof. It was a model of my dad's old car. I could practically hear the tape of the guy with the voices in your head talking to me. Right? My brain hurt when I saw that car. And I'm like, it's all within a week of getting out of school. And I stand there, there's no coincidence in my mind. It cannot be a coincidence that this guy tricked my brain. And I thought I was pretty smart. He tricked me into doing something I didn't want to do. And then a couple days later, I'm reminded of this other time in my life where someone told me you can trick your brain into doing anything. So I started thinking about it. There has to be a connection. And I know now, and we all know now, there is a connection, right? Your brain is so powerful. There are so many studies on your brain. There's a lot of studies on the patterns of thinking in your brain and the words that emerge and the patterns of that thinking, literally how you talk to yourself and the power of it. Some of these examples I'm going to share with you are fresh in my mind because I was just reading an NPR article, but there's so many, you should look at them. In 1911, this group of psychologists, and most people think this is when we first really started thinking about patterns of thinking. By accident, one day they noticed, and I guess in 1911, it was like really fashionable for women to wear really big hats, right? So they noticed that women, when they walk through doorways with these hats on, they had to duck and kind of tilt their head. They did it even when they didn't wear their hats. And they were like, why is that? So they studied it, and they figured out that if you have a pattern that established itself in your brain, absent a conscious decision not to do it, you'll do it. It's not rocket science, right? It's pretty deductive for us now. There's a lot of studies on it. There's another one about doors, oddly enough, right? In 2013, there's a group of scientists that are working with young women that have anorexia. And they notice that they don't walk through the door the way they were expecting them to. Despite the fact that all of them were on the smaller side, and the doors were double doors like we have at the back of the auditorium here, they walked through sideways, like they were sneaking past someone, right? Or squeezing through, despite the fact that there was plenty of room. So they looked at it. They added it to their study. They expanded the scope of their study, and they wanted to figure it out. And they found that they had such patterns of disordered thinking in the brain that it influenced so many of their behaviors. And the crazy thing of like how they walk through doors, and the crazy thing about it is that they had no idea that they had these patterns of thinking running that way in their brain, and they were not aware of the influence on their behavior all the time. You know, there's so many. There's another one, and then I'll stop sharing studies with you. There's one from the University of Pennsylvania. They actually found, when they studied football players, that by imagining throwing a football properly, you have a similar performance gain to when you actually practice it physically. That's crazy, right? You can practice doing something in your mind, and it has not quite the same magnitude of effect, but a similar effect to doing it physically is really unbelievable. Now, I didn't know any of this then, right? I didn't know that the patterns in your brain start being established when you're young. All of the messages that you all hear when you were younger, all the messages that you hear right now, even the ones you're not aware of, they get in somehow. And the more you hear something, the more it takes root. The more your brain accepts it, even if you disagree with it. And these roots grow. And if we use the kind of vernacular from the audio cassette guy, that's when the voices start, right? That's when you start having patterns of behavior influence other ways that you think, the way you feel, and the things that you do. This is why some people, and we see this, right? We all know people like this. They've been told from when they were really young that if they work really hard and they don't give up, that they can do anything, right? Those people act differently than the people that get the opposite message, that they can never do anything right. Even though they probably disagree with the message that they can never do anything right. Take it another level, and this is when, like, thinking about it, I wonder if I've really lost my mind sometimes. The voices in your head, if that's what we're calling them, they talk to each other. They're having a conversation in your head. I'm a visual thinker, so I like to think about it like a speed dating event, right? We're in a big auditorium, and all these little like positive and negative patterns of behavior are moving from table to table, talking to each other. And what happens is when they're interacting with each other, the positive patterns lessen the effect of the negative patterns. The negative patterns lessen the effect of the positive patterns, right? It's incredible. I mean, it makes sense, but it's incredible. And this, when you like look at it on a macro level, is why someone who's supremely positive bounces back from bad news much faster than someone who's not. They are less fazed by a setback in their life because they have a lot of other positive thought processes that counteract the negative impact of it. It doesn't make them less likely to understand what's happening, but they feel differently about it, and they might act differently. The converse is true, right? The sweet, sweet joy of an unbelievable moment in life might be fleeting for someone that has predominantly negative thought patterns. Anyways, I didn't know any of this when I was 15. right? But I had listened to a lot of motivational tapes back in the day. So here I am going to conduct an experiment, I decide, on myself. We have a scientist out there, right? He's like shaking his head, no, you can't conduct an experiment on yourself. But I was 15, right? I'm using the word experiment and research very loosely. And so I decide I am going to get cool. Right? But not just like cool, like ridiculously cool. And here's the thing, like it's really hard to believe I wasn't cool in high school, right? My students are telling me this right now. But the truth of the matter is I was so not cool. And I knew it. And that's okay. I own it. So I'm like, I'm going to do exactly what that guy on the tape said I should do. So I woke up, and so none of this is a surprise to anyone that knows me. I'm a very intense person, right? I woke up every day, and I looked in that mirror, and I told myself how amazingly cool I was, right? I was like the best-looking, coolest kid that went to my school. And this is actually really embarrassing, but my wife said I shouldn't share this part, but I'm going to share this part. I actually got blue paint. Blue is my favorite color. And I painted on the wall across from my bed 4 big letters, COOL. Right? And I'm like, I'm going for broke. And then I don't know if it's because I was 15, if it's because I was like desperate for something positive in my life, or what. But after a while, I convinced myself that I was, in fact, pretty cool. Right? Jeremy, our school psychologist, and I are going to have to unpack that later. But, and then something amazing happens. Because we all know, right? Like, I didn't really change that much about me. I was changing the way I was thinking about me. But my sister, my younger sister, who, by the way, was super cool and always really popular, she comes bursting through the door one day while I'm sitting in my bed, literally talking to myself about how cool I am. And she just like can't take it anymore. She's like, you are so not cool. If you have to tell yourself that you are cool, you are not cool. Even worse, if you have to tell other people that you're cool, you're hurting yourself even more. And then, like, I know she's amazing now, but at the time, oh my God, right? She looks at me and she's like, maybe, and this is brilliant. She didn't mean it to be brilliant, but it was brilliant. Maybe you should not try to be cool. Maybe you should just try to be happy for a little bit so that we're not all miserable being around you. Right? Harsh. So she leaves, and not the norm for me at the time, I didn't react. I just kind of sat there in my bed, like crushed. My experiment a failure. Thinking about how uncool I am, but also thinking like, it's not that I don't feel happy. I also don't feel unhappy. And that was so weird for me to think about. And I realized, and I had never like thought about it, like my predominant emotion, my like real only emotion that I was consistently feeling was anger. I was mad. And I did the smartest thing I've ever done in my life, still to this day. I asked myself, why? Why was I so mad? And I went all the way back to 6th grade. And I started thinking about all the things that had happened and how they were all out of my control. I was pulling at all the threads. It was horrible. It was painful to think about. And I didn't pick up another experiment right away. It took me a little while as I'm thinking about all this, thinking about how I was thinking, thinking about how I was feeling. But eventually I decided that I couldn't take my sister's advice. I couldn't try to be happy. It was just too big, right? I was going to do a second experiment. I was just going to try to be thankful for some things in my life that were good every day. But I attacked it with the same intensity I attacked trying to be cool, right? So like, I was an animal. I was thanking everyone for everything, right? You let me borrow a pencil, it was the best thing that ever happened to me, right? And I mean, like, I would show up on your doorstep 5 years after you did something if I was grasping at straws for something to thank someone for, and I would thank you for something you did 5 years ago. And people didn't really know how to take me. It was kind of like back when I had that rapid transformation during the school year. Nobody knew what was going on with me. Nobody could explain it. Some people actually thought when I thanked them for things, I was making fun of them. And actually, my dad asked me if I was on drugs again. But this was like the watershed moment in my life. I actually started to realize there were so many good things in my life that I was missing because I was so busy being angry at everything. And I also realized that thinking about how I was always angry at things helped me realize when I was getting angry and stop it. And I actually was feeling happier, right? So while I'm going through all this, I start making all of these rules, like these rules for life. I call them like trade secrets for not being a jerk, right? Actually, that's pretty negative. I call them trade secrets. We can call them trade secrets for like being a good person. And I can share some of them with you. I'll share 2 of them with you. The first one is one I've been doing every day since I was 15 years old, my first rule. I give sincere thanks 3 times a day. 3 times a day, that's it. Right? Now, I do it a lot more than that. But I give sincere thanks 3 times a day. The second rule is be great. And it's not like be great like objectively, oh, he's great. That's not what it is, right? This is something I subject everybody here to all the time. If you ask me how I'm doing, right? Like, ask me how I'm doing. I'm great. I'm the best I've ever been. I'm living the dream. These are all things I say every day to people when they ask me how I'm doing. But that's actually not where it stops, right? Like sometimes people tell you to do that, like everyone hears it, like fake it till you make it, right? That's a lie. You're lying to yourself. I'm not saying I'm great because I'm trying to convince myself I'm great. I respond so over the top, so positive, because that's a signal to me. It's actually a moment that I take every time somebody asks me how I'm doing to check in. How do I actually feel? And most of the time, I feel really great. I'm an intense person. We've already established that. So I feel really great, and that's awesome. 99.9% of the time, I'm not lying to you. 0.1% of the time, I don't know. I say I'm great. I might not actually feel great. I might take a second, and I might look at you, and I might say, actually, I'm not feeling great. And depending on how well we know each other, I might say more, I might not. I don't know. But think about how many times a day you are asked how you are or what's up. That's how many times a day I think actively about how I'm feeling and why I'm feeling it. And next step, what am I going to do about it? Because if we don't actively manage these patterns in our brain, they manage us. And if you don't think about how you're going to do that, if you don't have a system or something that works for you, you're just letting it go. You're just letting things happen. I couldn't, clearly, right? We saw where that got me in my life. I couldn't do it. So there's a couple things that go with this, right? I told you this is a very unscience-y way to approach it, right? Scientists actually have a way that behavioral scientists have a way that they talk about this. And I never say them in the right order. So I have a flashcard. What they actually say is that the first thing you do is that you have to identify the emotion in the pattern, right? You have to recognize you're having it. And you have to put a name on it. I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm whatever. The second thing is you have to source it. It's not enough just to say I'm angry. Why are you angry? Where is that anger coming from? You have to pull at those threads. It's not easy. It takes time. It's pretty painful sometimes. The next thing you have to do is identify what you actually want to be. If you're sad, do you want to be happy? That's also not so easy sometimes. And then the next one, and this makes it sound awfully like you're a computer, you have to consciously manage the way you think about that thing and the pattern that controls those things in your brain so that you like overwrite the bad pattern with the good pattern, old pattern with the new pattern. And that's how you go about changing the way your brain works from a very unscience-y person telling you in a very unscience-y way. I used to call this mind over matter. right? That was like my mantra when I was growing up. Mind over matter. Today's going to be great. I'm going to make it great. But I don't call it that anymore. I call it being your own coach. I think that's much more accurate. We all deserve a great coach in our life. We should start with ourselves. It's hard work. Being a coach is really hard work. I've coached a lot of things in my life. To do it well, it's really hard. Anyone can be a coach. But to be a really great coach, the kind of coach you want, that's a lot of work. You want to be your own coach? Forget it. It's a full-time job. But it's worth it. I mean, my 6th grade teacher thought I was going to die before I was 30. That's horrible. I used to teach 6th grade. I never thought that about any of my kids, even the ones that I was really worried about. So this isn't the system for everyone. This is what worked for me. The power of your brain is undisputed. You can't just let it do its own thing. You need to think intentionally about what's going on in there. And you also need to be aware there are a lot of critics to what I'm talking about right now, right? There's a lot of critics for all the resources out there. There are people that say that you're deceiving yourself when you do this. It's not really honest. And I have 2 answers for that. The first answer is that this is all about honesty. It doesn't work if you're not honest, right? If you wake up every day and you're just trying to be cool, right? Or you tell yourself that you're great when you're not, and you don't think about why you're not really great and how you really feel, it doesn't work. So the deception critique doesn't hold up for me. But if I'm being honest with you, I also don't care, right? This works for me. Like I just said, my 6th grade teacher thought I wasn't going to make it. I was so unhappy and angry. That's no way to go through life. I don't want to say that thinking like this and finding this way and the system that works for me saved me from death, but it definitely saved my life in more ways than it didn't. And I'm so profoundly thankful for all the happy little accidents along the way of my life that helped me to stumble onto it. So think about your thinking, listen to the voices in your head, and be your own best coach. Thank you for having me tonight.
Dang, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I really liked that. He made so many fucking good points. Yeah, I've always thought that, like, I've kind of, you know, like, it's amazing. It takes a village, but like, you have to also be there for yourself.
Yeah, it's hard to always be there for yourself when you've grown up perhaps in a family where like you've always had people been there for you. You know, like
Yep.
when we first had our first daughter, my grandma, the woman who raised me was like financially helping us all the time. And even when we didn't ask, she understood that we were new parents and she knew what it was like to be a new parent and how hard it was. And like, just that fact alone, she was like, yeah, you need money. Yeah, no problem. Like, go buy diapers. Like, it wasn't even like a question, you know? And like, and then when we were like more on our own, we were like, wow, like, it was just like, holy, like your brain function changes because you go from not even thinking about the help you're getting to, I really got to, you know, change the way we're thinking and doing things. Right. Like, he's absolutely right.
I've always kind of, and there's a Dr. K that I know that I don't think we've done that dives into like, can you therapy yourself? And I don't think I've ever listened to it, but that'll be interesting because I do feel like that you can kind of like, you got, I don't know, and I know I go back to saying, but like, you got to be there for yourself. Like when you are down, like you got to understand why you're down, and like you said, you got to do something about it. I mean, like I was singing that fucking song, that country song that I just want to be mad for a while. Like there was times when like I feel down and like, damn it, I want to be sad. Like leave me the fuck alone. Or like I want to be pissed off. Like I'm fucking irate. Like give me a fucking minute. Jesus, you know what I mean? But like you gotta manage your emotions no matter what they are, you know what I mean?
This is a little Bluetooth speaker. I can't do this like when like the show ends, you know, and like over half an hour or whatever. But when my family wakes up, this goes on and I will sing the first 4 or 5 songs that I like out loud, and I will almost belt them. I mean, like so off key, and absolutely, whether I'm in a good mood, a bad mood, or whatever, I put on a good vibing song and I yell that
Yeah.
song until my voice is coarse. And that's part of my therapy, is just good vibes, good music, and just letting it out. You know, having an outlet in life is something a lot of us don't have. And I lost a few of mine due to injury, like, you know, skateboarding and playing guitar were things that took all of my aggression away, you know. And yeah,
well,
sorry,
it's like the music lady that we had on the other morning. You know, she was talking about, like, there's a reason why we play a lot of the we play a lot of the morning songs in the morning versus songs in the afternoon versus the songs at night. It creates, you know, it creates the vibe around you. It creates the emotion around you, and that music is so powerful. And but yeah, I just think that the whole, you know, I'm not big on the fake it till you make it. I understand it and I respect it, but I'm very big on, like, honesty gets you so goddamn far, even with yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can.
It's hard because you need to. The one thing you need to do is you need to not just let other people know, but let yourself know what your expectations are, which is something that people don't really.
Yeah, for real. That's kind of like going off of yesterday's. You know,
Yeah,
if you don't,
it gets lost in
and if you
translation.
can't tell yourself, like, what you know what I mean, like, if you can't communicate with yourself and tell yourself, like, this is what I expect out of myself, and, like, this is why I'm not, like, this is why I'm disappointed in myself for these reasons, because I expected this out of myself and I did not conquer, whatever the fucking case may be.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting because, yeah, I mean, it really does tie into yesterday's if you think about it like that. But
Yeah, that was good.
Is it like, I think it's 420 something, 426.
Yeah, we can do it.
Let's we'll play a song or two and then we'll go from there. But it's Christmas, so we're all the fucking Cove music basically on hiatus right now, and we're just fucking Christmas music and getting it up.
I'll be high for Christmas. You can plan on me. Roll the green and light the tree. Let's spark the night with glee. Christmas Eve will find me where the smoke light gleams. I'll be high for Christmas, if only in my dreams. I'll be high for Christmas. You can plan on me. Roll the green and light the tree. Let's spark the night with glee. Christmas Eve will find me where the smoke light gleams. I'll be high for Christmas, if only in my dreams. I'll be high for Christmas. You can vibe with me. Grind it up and pass it round. Let's set the spirits free. Christmas Eve will find me where the smoke light gleams. I'll be high for Christmas, if only in my dreams. I'll be high for Christmas with a cloud to share. Pack a bowl and feel the glow. Let love fill the air. Christmas Eve will find me where the smoke light gleams. be high for Christmas, if only in my dreams.
Hey, good morning, Zach. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful, totally twisted tie-dye Tuesday.
Holy shit, 11 out of 10. That was good.
11. I found fucking dude. Christmas is the beach.
Nice.
Down by the beach, man.
Yeah.
What's it we got going on there? Totally Tuesday.
Totally Tuesday.
We just went from the beginning to the end.
You already said it. You already said it good. Don't fuck it up. You already did it.
We're just doing the bread. The sandwich is already there.
Yeah. You take one. Tom, take one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just gonna work on some show stuff and work on some outside stuff. And
yeah, I got some laundry, dishes, and cake eating to do. So, gotta love eating cake. You got to eat before it goes bad, man. It's
I mean, I don't think that's 100% what Florida was talking about, but he mentions cake a lot in that song, and I appreciate that.
I'm pretty sure that is what he's talking about. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I only came for the cake.
I mean, was he talking about cheesecake? Because I love some New York style cheesecake. I'm just saying.
I only came for the cake. Dude,
yeah.
Cake?
He's talking about cake. He's not talking about cake. What the fuck is he talking about? Nah, man, he's talking about cake, man. He loves his dessert just like I do.
Oh, hell yeah. You guys just I've been seeing all the posts and shit. Man, I gotta reach out to Coop here one of these days. If you talk to Coop, tell him I'm gonna be messaging him or have him message him. Or either or. But yeah, I gotta talk to Coop here soon. All right, we'll play another song and then we'll find something cool to do.
All right.
Let's go with. All right. Why are you played, please? Navidad. I don't know if I played this one.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time, yes, the most wonderful time. Oh, the most wonderful time of the year. Of the year.
Yerp. Good morning, man. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning, bro. We're just gonna hang out, getting stoned. Pretty good morning speaker. That was really good. Did this day in history. Just kind of chilling now. I'm not really sure. Maybe. No. We're running out of brew stews. I will say that. They're still funny. Let's go. There's a couple I don't know if we should watch either. So like, there's that too. You're here. All right, I found a couple. All right, we'll do a couple brew stews. I don't know. It's Tuesday. We're pretty much done with all of our morning segments.
All right, so this month just so happens to be my birthday month. And when you're in your late 20s, there's really not much to be excited about. Well, what do you want to do for your birthday this year? Oh, you know, the usual. Sit in the dark and get drunk by myself. Goodbye, my youth. I'll miss all the Pokemon cards and Rocco's Modern Life, God damn it. But when you're a kid, birthday parties are the best. Even if it's not your own birthday party, you still have a good time. You get a birthday party invitation in class from some kid that you don't even really like that much, but you don't care. Oh, hell yeah, birthday party. Count me in. And your parents got you actual invitations to hand out? What are you guys, rich? This party's probably going to be badass if your parents are blowing money on invitations. There's probably going to be like a bouncy house there, some creepy-ass clown to scare all the kids. Hey, do you kids got any baby teeth I can have? I collect baby teeth as a hobby. And you know damn well they're going to have some pretty good food there, too. We have 2 dinner choices, smoked brisket or a rack of lamb with cranberry glaze. Do you guys have sloppy joes? I'm accustomed to sloppy joes, goddammit. So I'd show up to this birthday party with gift in hand. My dad would just drop me off. Yeah, this house smells pretty fucking weird to me. I'm not sticking around to make small talk with this kid's parents. You're on your own. So I'd meet up with my little friend Timothy or Jimmy or whatever the hell his name is. I just tell him what his gift is right off the bat. Yeah, I got you a magic 8-ball because I didn't know what the hell you wanted, and my dad only let me spend $10. So there you go. So then you go around and get introduced to your friend's weird-ass family. This is my old-ass grandma who can't remember anything after 1967. And this is my Aunt Lisa, who my Uncle Mike divorced last summer for a younger, more attractive woman. Oh, God. And this is my drunk Uncle Bill, who sleeps on our couch when he's not in rehab. Yeah, happy birthday there, little Jimmy. My name's Timothy, Uncle Bill. Yeah, I know. Hey, can you borrow me $5 real quick? Yeah, I guess, Uncle Bill. Here you go. And when you get a minute, can you pee in this cup for me real quick? What the fuck, Uncle Bill? I don't know. Maybe later. And of course, your friend always had a sweet-ass cake that their parents had custom ordered. Whoa, dude, you got a Frasier cake? What the hell? Yeah, dude, I fucking love Frasier. What are you talking about? Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again. All right, kids, who's ready to hit the piñata? Oh, hell yeah, I love tying up animals and beating them with sticks. Wait a minute, what the hell? Who gets a Ted Danson piñata? God damn it, Uncle Bill, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. That's Kelsey Grammer, god damn it. Yeah, well, there better be some good stuff in here, I tell you what. Where's all the bourbon and Adderall at? Meanwhile, Grandma's over there wondering where the hell she is.
Why is it so loud in here? Are the Russians attacking us?
So then, of course, the time comes where it's time to sing happy birthday to the birthday boy. Happy birthday, little Jimothy. Can I borrow $5? And of course, it's time to open presents. And that's usually a hit or miss affair. Some presents are good, some are not so good.
Oh, that's cool. Oshkosh bagosh overalls. Thanks a lot, Aunt Lisa. You can go fuck yourself since we all know Uncle Mike isn't willing to anymore.
All of a sudden, Uncle Bill stumbles in with his birthday present that's not even wrapped up. It's just chilling in a Walmart bag and shit.
Uncle Bill, you got me a bag of frozen chicken nuggets? What the hell?
Yeah, every kid likes chicken nuggets, right? Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hey, can you ask that magic 8-ball if my ex-wife still thinks about me?
And after birthday presents, the birthday party's pretty much over. Everybody starts heading out and leaving.
I don't know who you are, but I hope you enjoy your ice cream social. Thanks, Grandma. Sorry you can't remember the 1980s.
My dad comes to pick me up. Well, how was the party? Was that kid's parents as weird as the fucking smell in their house or what? Not as weird as their Uncle Bill, that's for sure.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have your kid piss in this cup? I'll give you a bag of frozen chicken nuggets for it.
Brewstew.com.
Oh man, they're so fucking great. I fucking love it.
I mean, I would have liked the chicken nuggets, to be honest. I would have been like, yeah, go pop them motherfuckers in the oven. Let's eat some fucking chicken nuggets. That's not a bad present. You buying me food?
Right? I've been like, I'm down.
I'm just saying, you buying me food, I'm good.
Here we go. Let's do another one.
All right, now since Father's Day is right around the corner, I figured I'd tell a story that happened on Father's Day a few years ago. And this is a story that I really don't want to tell because, well, it's pretty damn embarrassing, but that's never stopped me before, so here we go. So a few years ago, my parents decided to have a barbecue in their backyard for Father's Day. And of course, being the good son that I am, I show up and I give my dad a present. And that year just so happened to be front row tickets to see the Tigers lose to the Yankees. And overall, this cookout was going pretty well. I'm over there mingling with a couple of my parents' friends.
So what is it that you do for a living?
I make shitty cartoons about my life and then put them on YouTube.
Oh, I see. So you're unemployed. That's pretty neat.
But things start taking a turn for the worse when my dad starts making cocktails for the party. Some rum and cokes, if you will. And how my dad makes a rum and coke is he pours a half a liter of rum into the biggest cup he can find, and then he waves an unopened bottle of Coca-Cola over it like a magic wand. Or at least that's what it seemed like because these goddamn drinks were strong as hell. And he was using some cheap-ass rum on top of it. He wasn't using Captain Morgan. Hell, he wasn't using Admiral Nelson either. I don't know what rank the goddamn pirate was on the bottle, but I can tell you it wasn't very high. It was probably something like, just got on the boat, Jerry. Rum that'll be sure to put your dick in the dirt. So I'm indulging myself, but every time I finish a drink, my dad makes me another one. And every new drink that he gives me is bigger than the last one. Hey, you want your next drink in a salad bowl or this 5-gallon bucket? Hell, I could inflate a baby pool and just dump it in there if you want. So 2 hours later, all of a sudden, I'm drunker than 10 stepdads put together. Now, just how drunk was I? Well, I can tell you that at some point in the middle of the cookout, I got a random nosebleed, and my drunk ass didn't realize it until somebody was like, hey, you idiot, your fucking face is bleeding. Now, this part of the story gets a little hazy since just got on the boat, Jerry's been kicking my dick in all afternoon. But according to my parents' testimonial the next day, apparently I walked into their bathroom, bled all over the place like a wounded animal, somehow broke their goddamn sink off the wall, and then strolled out like nothing ever happened while their bathroom looked like a goddamn homicide scene. I walk into the backyard with a wad of toilet paper crammed up my nose, covered in blood. Everybody's looking at me like I just left the scene of a fucking car accident. I go to sit down on a chair that apparently didn't exist, and I bust my ass in front of the whole backyard.
Well, I bet he doesn't make a shitty YouTube cartoon about this. I bet you I will, goddammit.
Holy hell, did somebody slip him a roofie or what? We need to get his goofy ass out of here. So my dad has to drive me home that day and drop me off like it's my first day of school and shit. So thanks for making an ass of yourself in front of all my friends. Oh, and thanks for the Tiger tickets too. So now it's 4 in the afternoon. I'm passed out in my bed, all stepdad drunk. And all of a sudden, I wake up and I realize that I have to take a piss. But I'm pretty sure if I stand up, I'll either throw up or I'll shit my pants. Probably both if we're honest with each other. So in a last-ditch effort, I roll to my side, unzip my pants, and I piss onto my bed. I'm not sure what my logic was, but somehow that was a better option than pissing in my pants. As if I could explain to myself later, like, oh no, you didn't piss the bed, you pissed onto your bed. And that's better, somehow, I think. So I fall back asleep on my now piss-stained mattress, and I don't wake up again until 9 o'clock at night. And let me tell you, I felt like death. I felt like somebody murdered me and then brought me back to life and then took a piss on me to top it all off. And at first, it didn't even register what I had just done. Hell, it all felt like a dream to me. Surely I didn't whip my dick out and piss onto my own bed. Why would I do such a thing? But if that was all just a dream, I had quite a few things to explain, like why all my bed sheets were all wet, or why my whole bedroom smelled like a goddamn porta potty, or why my dick was still out because I never bothered to zip back up. Oh, god damn it, I did piss onto my own bed. What am I, some kind of wild animal? So needless to say, I took a shower that night, and I also took a long, hard look at my life. Nobody will ever know that this happened. I will never, ever tell this story to anybody. So happy Father's Day out there to all the dads and stepdads. And remember, the moral of the story is, don't slam down a bunch of bottom shelf booze on Father's Day, because you'll probably piss on your own bed like a wild animal. The end.
My goodness.
I can honestly say that never happened to me. I've made it to the washroom every time. I'm just saying.
I got some stories I won't tell.
Yeah, that's for the late show.
Oh my goodness, that was fucking amazing.
Jerry, who just got on the boat, was my favorite part. I'm sorry, not even Admiral Nelson. I was like, what?
In my fucking stomach. That was ridiculous.
Yeah,
we'll find one more, and then we'll call it a morning show.
Yeah.
Let's go with this one.
All right, now I know most people have gone through something like this before. You lock yourself out of your house because you're not paying attention. Now you gotta squeeze your fat butt through a window like an idiot. So I figured I'd tell the story about when I locked myself out of the duplex that I used to live in. So I wake up one morning, I got the whole house to myself. My roommate Brewer's already at work slinging cigarettes at the Circle K, but I noticed that his dog's in my room, and she's looking at me like, hey, asshole, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. You gonna take me outside, or do I gotta shit on the living room floor like some kind of Olsen twin? So I take Brewer's dog out in the backyard. I'm still in my boxers and shit, half awake. Brewer's dog's out there taking a dump. Well, I can't go when you're watching me, you big pervert. So we go to head back inside, but I realize that we can't because I shut the back door, and the back door locks automatically. Oh boy, I think I just fucked myself. Brewer's dog's looking at me like, oh, you stupid asshole. You locked us out of the house? It's fucking November out here. We're gonna die. So I go to the front door and start ringing the doorbell. I'm hoping that the neighbor downstairs is home and he can let us in. There's people walking down the street and shit. Oh, what's that naked guy doing to that dog? I don't know. What a pervert. So now I'm starting to panic a little bit. I hurry up and run to the side door on the house, and to my surprise, it actually opens. But it only opens like 3 inches because there's a goddamn chain lock on the door. Goddamn stupid chain locks. We're gonna die out here, dog. We're gonna die, and it's gonna be all my fault. So I take my naked ass over to the garage and try to come up with a game plan. I find this rusty ass axe in there, looking like it's from the Great Depression. So now I'm outside, chopping away at this goddamn chain lock, looking like some kind of pantless serial killer and shit. Holy smokes, should we call the police? No, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see this. I don't fuck around with people that don't wear pants. I get like 6 swings in, and instead of breaking the chain lock, I break the goddamn axe instead. So now, like I mentioned before, I gotta try to fit my fat butt through a window. But we live on the 2nd story. How the hell am I gonna get through a window that high? What am I gonna fucking pole vault my ass up there? So I go back to the garage, and this time I grab a 30-foot extension ladder. Now I was 19 years old at the time. What the hell do I know about ladders? Apparently you're supposed to have a ladder at a 75-degree angle from the house, but I didn't do that. Instead, I set it up like an asshole, spread out all willy-nilly. Well, imagine my surprise when I got 2/3 of the way up, and the whole ladder slides out from underneath me like some kind of goddamn Home Alone booby trap. I fall to the ground, land on my ankle sideways. Brewer's dog's just staring at me. Oh my god, we're gonna die out here in the elements thanks to you, you big idiot. All right, to hell with the ladder since I damn near broke my ankle. What if I go through one of the neighbor's windows instead and then go upstairs? That's breaking and entering, you idiot. You want to go to jail? Well, I mean, this is my house too, technically. I'd just be breaking into the wrong half of the house. So I open up the window to my neighbor's bedroom and I hop inside. Now, it's a really weird feeling breaking into somebody else's house. I gotta say, I was quite uncomfortable doing it. Okay, this is no big deal. It's just a class 5 felony after all. I start walking towards the door when all of a sudden I hear another door open. And it's my fucking neighbor walking into his house, or his half of the house rather. And here I am in my goddamn skivvies in the middle of his bedroom. He's gonna come in here thinking I'm rifling through all his shit. I'm gonna get arrested. I'm probably gonna be on the news and shit. Thank you for joining us at 13 o'clock news. This just in, we have a local pervert that was caught red-handed breaking into houses. We have Dan Peterson on the scene. Dan, what do you have for us? Well, Tom, it appears this weirdo got all naked and then broke into the wrong half of his house. Wow, what a pervert, Dan. What the fuck is the matter with that guy? I don't know, Tom, but we also also think that he sexually assaulted this dog as well. Back to you. So I freak out, start heading back for the window. My ankle's all screwed up. I'm hobbling along like Nancy Kerrigan and shit. I throw myself out the window like the building's on fire. Hurry up and shut the window. Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. I hurry up and go to the front of the house and ring the doorbell again. Oh, hey there, neighbor. You're probably wondering why I'm out here in my underwear with this dog. I assure you it's nothing sexual. Now, can you please let us in the house before I have to commit another felony?
Bruce.
My goodness.
So I can relate to this. I've had to break into my house because I lost a lot of house keys when I was a younger kid, and we had to walk home from school and unlock the house and, you know, hang out till people got off work, right? Well, this one day I lost the key. And now I know that we had these very crazy bathroom windows above a staircase. Hear what I say. Bathroom windows above the staircase. So it's not like they're easy. So I jumped from the hand railing to the one window ledge that was open. But I couldn't get in that window because it had like a lock. So I was like this. And I'm looking over to the other window over here thinking, Mission Impossible? Maybe. So like I did it, man. I did like the jump and grab to the other window and got in. And it was like, yeah, if I fell, it was a leg breaker.
It was a leg.
Yeah, like he said, his ankle's all fucked up, throwing himself out the window like the fucking house is on fire. I get it.
Hey, definitely, I think everybody's locked themselves out sometime or another.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we'll smoke one more with you guys, and we'll call it a morning show. It's been a great show. Fucking great morning speaker.
Yeah.
Man-Bear?
Yeah. Amazing morning show. Awesome morning speaker. Amazing this day in history. I hope you're feeling better, Vicki Bowers. Make sure you're share, following Vicki Bowers. Absolutely amazing. Much love, Beanz. Still loving all the Christmas music. Absolutely amazing. Make sure you guys are tuning in later for Chilling in the Cove this afternoon. We're gonna have an amazing time. We got Stoner Roulette, and yeah, make sure you spread some love and positivity and do something nice for strangers today. We'll catch you later.
Much love, you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's been a wonderful morning. I'll see everybody this afternoon. Nikki has the trophy again. So we're gonna try to get that back from her. And we'll do some Guardians of Unity. I'm frozen. Not frozen. All right. Make sure that you are following the one and only Europe Entertainment. It's a brand new week, brand new Europe away. Make sure that you follow the instructions on the pinned post or the pinned reel, I believe, on the Europe Entertainment page. And don't become a Sunday Night Want. Much love, Sir Copslot. Make sure that you are following this Sir Copslot page. We appreciate the shit out of you letting us use the page while the Cove page all fucky. I try every day, and as soon as it lets us go again, we'll go. But until then, we're over here. Make sure that you are following Man-Bear. Much love, man. It's always great hanging out in the morning with you. Thank you to anybody and everybody who helps support the Cove. It means the world. It truly makes all of this happen. And Cove TV is literally brought to you guys by viewers like yourself. Fucking as much as we would want to do it, we couldn't without all of your help and contributions and everything like that. It means the world. Totally Terrific Twisted Tea Tie-Dye Turkey Taco Token Tunes Tuesday tonight. 9 p.m. Eastern Time on this Sir Copslot page and on Sir Copslot's YouTube. We're down to 55 songs, I think. I figured it out. So make sure you come in and drop that Token Tunes hashtag, pick a number, and see if you can guess whose playlist it's from. Much love, everybody. I hope to see you guys all later this afternoon. Chill on the Cove, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And have a holly jolly Christmas. I bet it's not even in here. Oh, it's totally not. Well, I'm playing it now, so we're going to have to awkwardly wait in silence like normal. It's not done. All right, it's loading. It's processing. I hope everybody's had a great morning. It's been a great show. It's still processing. Hurry up. There it goes. Much love.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, the best time of the year. Now, I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello, say hello, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. cheer. Have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello, say hello. Say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ooh. Ho, ho, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Ho, ho, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Ho, ho, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Much love, everybody. Have a holly jolly Tuesday. We'll catch you guys later.